How to start an LLC in Tennessee. If you're thinking about starting your own business as an LLC, Tennessee may be the place to make it happen. Just as Tennessee is a business-friendly state, a limited liability company, LLC, is a business-friendly concept. It's a business entity type that allows its owners, called members, to have the personal limited liability protection of a corporation with the tax benefits and flexibility of a sole proprietorship. In fact, Tennessee ranked number 5 in CNBC's top states for business 2021. Note, these are the steps for creating a domestic LLC in Tennessee, meaning one that originates within the state. To create a foreign LLC, one that originated in another state but wants to do business in Tennessee, you would follow a different process. Step 1. Name your Tennessee LLC. Pick an available name for your LLC. Brainstorm some LLC names that are memorable and convey what your business sells. Here are some important guidelines to follow. Your name must be distinguishable from all other business names in Tennessee. The name must contain a designator that indicates that your company is an LLC. You can choose from limited liability company or the abbreviation LLC or LLC. You can't use corporation, incorporated, or an abbreviation of those terms. The name can't suggest that the business is established for an illegal purpose. The name must not appear to be affiliated with any fraternal, veteran, religious, charitable, or professional organization without written permission from the organization. The name can't use words that make it sound as if it's a government agency. The name can't suggest that it's organized for a purpose other than that permitted by Section 48-203-101 and the LLC's Articles of Organization. Using the words bank, banks, banking, credit union, or trust requires written approval from the Tennessee Department of Financial Institutions. Using the phrase insurance company requires written approval from the Tennessee Department of Commerce and Insurance. Performing a business name search. You start by using the business name search engine on the Tennessee Secretary of State website. The website cautions you not to assume that a name is available until you get official approval from the Secretary of State, either by having your Articles of Organization approved or by reserving a business name. Reserving a business name. If you aren't planning to file your Articles of Organization right away, consider reserving your business name to keep anyone else from claiming it in the meantime and to get confirmation that the name is available. Tennessee allows potential business owners to submit a name reservation application to reserve an available name for up to 4 months. Federal and state trademarks. The Tennessee Secretary of State doesn't check to see whether the name you want to use is trademarked. So, even if they approve your business name, someone else with a federal or state trademark may later challenge your right to use the name in court. To truly check to see if your business name isn't trademarked can be difficult because there's no one central place to check. Some businesses even employ an attorney specializing in trademarks to see if they're in the clear. You can take some actions yourself, like searching the trademark database on the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office website. This can help you see if someone's already claimed a federal trademark on the name you want. Seek a matching domain name. Getting a good domain name that pairs well with your business name is so important. You're likely going to be putting that URL on your business cards and other marketing materials, and you want people to be able to remember it and associate it with your business. We have a domain name service to help you find and purchase a domain name for your business. We can also help you create a business website and provide domain name privacy. LLC Tennessee, filing a DBA. Some companies may want to use an assumed name for their Tennessee LLC. In other states, this is known as a doing business as DBA name. This allows your company to separate services under various titles or to advertise without the mandated LLC designator. Step 2. Appoint a registered agent in Tennessee. A Tennessee registered agent is an individual or business entity that receives legal notices, like service of process, and official government correspondence involving your company. Who can be a registered agent in Tennessee? The registered agent may be an individual residing in Tennessee whose business office is identical to the registered office. A domestic corporation or nonprofit domestic corporation whose business office is the same as the registered office, or a foreign corporation or nonprofit foreign corporation authorized to transact business in Tennessee that has a business office identical to the registered office. Note that the registered office must be a physical street address, so you can't use a P.O. box or something similar. The registered agent must also be available during regular business hours. Hiring a registered agent service in Tennessee. Some business owners prefer to be their own registered agent, but there are drawbacks. You must be available during normal business hours at that physical address, which isn't always convenient or possible. It's also embarrassing and bad for business to be served with a lawsuit in front of customers and employees. This is where a registered agent service like ours can help. We can put you in contact with our commercial registered agent partners in Tennessee. What if a process server can't find my Tennessee registered agent? This can occur if you or your appointee isn't in the principal office. For example, they're meeting a client, on vacation, sick, etc., when someone needs to reach the agent. It can also happen if the registered agent moves or quits and you forget to update your paperwork with the state. In addition to legal penalties for being out of compliance, failing to maintain a registered agent could mean that a process server can't find you to notify you of a lawsuit. In that case, a legal action against you could go forward without your knowledge, meaning you wouldn't even have a chance to defend yourself. Step 3. File Tennessee Articles of Organization. File your Tennessee Articles of Organization. Make sure your chosen name has been researched and cleared. What information do I need for my Articles of Organization? The name of your LLC, including the designator. The name and complete address of the registered agent and office. Fiscal year closing month, the month of the year that concludes the LLC's fiscal year. The effective date of the document, if not immediate. You can have the official date your LLC begins delayed up to 90 days from when you file the articles. Whether the LLC will be managed by its members, a manager, or a director. Period of duration, if not perpetual. If you want the LLC to end on a certain date, put that date here. The principal address of the LLC. This must also be a physical street address and not a P.O. box. You'll also need to provide an email for the business where reminders and notifications will be sent. Name and signature of the LLC organizer. You can apply online via the Tennessee Secretary of State website or print the paper form and mail it to Department of State. Corporate Filings. 312 Rosa L. Parks Avenue. 6th floor, William R. Snodgrass Tower. Nashville, Tennessee, 37243. Why would I delay my Tennessee LLC filing date? Some entrepreneurs, especially if it's near the end of the year, will delay their LLC filing date to January 1st of the coming year. This way, they can avoid the hassle and cost of having to pay taxes on an LLC in the current year. But you also have the option to tell the state that you want your effective date to be at a later time. You can choose to have your LLC's effective date be up to 90 days past the date you submit the filing. This is something else we can help you with. This service is only offered from October to January. Keep your Tennessee LLC paperwork digitally organized. We can take care of filing your Articles of Organization with the Tennessee Secretary of State. Once your LLC is approved, your paperwork will be available from your Zen Business dashboard. You can keep it and other important paperwork digitally organized. Keep your LLC's documents, like operating agreements, legal documents, member certificates, contracts, compliance checklists, official court documents, transfer ledger, income tax forms, etc. in a safe location. How to amend your articles of organization. You should only need to file your articles of organization once. But if any of the original articles of organization information needs to be updated, altered, or expanded, your business is required to inform the state about the changes. You would report these changes by filing Tennessee Articles of Amendment and paying a filing fee. If your articles of organization isn't current, it could impact your ability to get a Tennessee Certificate of Existence, called a Certificate of Good Standing in most states. Step 4. Create an operating agreement for your Tennessee LLC. Make an operating agreement for your LLC. While it's not a legal requirement to have a Tennessee operating agreement, it's very wise to have one. Benefits of a Tennessee LLC operating agreement. Creating an OA empowers you to customize your business's rules and procedures to serve your LLC's interests, requirements, and expectations. Agreements help prevent future conflicts between LLC members by clearly indicating the powers and privileges of each member. An OA helps separate your business from your personal assets in the court's eyes, further sheltering your savings from personal liability for business debts. A well-drafted agreement specifies the rules and procedures to guide the LLC if you want to add or remove members from the business. It creates a plan of succession for when a member passes away, which is useful even for single-member LLCs. The agreement can stipulate what happens to that member's portion of the business. What should I include in my LLC operating agreement? Ownership allocation. While many LLCs split ownership evenly among the members, you have the option to divide up ownership in another way if you want some members to own more of the company than others. Authority to act on behalf of the business. Who can take action on the business's behalf? Who can sign checks for the LLC? Who's in charge of negotiating major agreements? What percentage vote is required for routine and major decisions? Your agreement should clearly outline each individual's responsibilities and authorizations. Admitting new members. If your business is successful, you might invite new individuals or businesses to join your LLC. If you want to admit new members, your agreement should specify the requirements and processes to join the membership. You'll also want to lay out the procedure for removing members, buying out their interest, and repaying them for any remaining debt. Dissolution and winding up. At some point, you may want to close your business and move on to something new. Your OA can make this easier by including provisions for dissolving and winding up the LLC. Common issues upon dissolving a business include selling the business's assets, paying off business debts, and distributing the remaining profits among the existing members. Do I need an operating agreement if I'm the only owner? It seems like most of the content in your operating agreement is intended to avoid disputes among the LLC members, so you might think you don't need one if your LLC is just one person. But potential investors, future business partners, and others may want to see your operating agreement anyway. One more thing to consider: someone could take an LLC owner to court to try to show that the owner and the LLC are the same entity so that they can go after the owner's assets and bypass the personal asset protection. If that happens, having an operating agreement in place is one more thing further demonstrating to the court that the business owner and the LLC truly are separate. Step 5. Apply for an EIN for your LLC in Tennessee. Apply for an Employer Identification Number (EIN) with the federal government. An EIN is a 9-digit number that acts like your business's social security number. A federal EIN can be used to open a bank account, hire employees, and pay taxes. Register with the Internal Revenue Service. You get a federal EIN by applying with the IRS. You can do this online or by mailing in a form. Note that if you file online with the IRS, you must complete the process in one sitting. The IRS cautions that you can't save the form and go back later. Make sure you have all your business's information ready when you file to save time. Register for Tennessee taxes. You'll also have to register to pay state taxes. The Tennessee Department of Revenue has an online system called the Tennessee Taxpayer Access Point, TNTAP, in which you can register for the following taxes: sales and use tax, business tax, gross receipts, franchise and excise taxes, liquor by the drink tax, tobacco tax and licenses, television and telecommunications sales tax. Not all Tennessee taxes can be registered online, such as the automobile rental surcharge tax, tire fee, and used motor oil taxes. See the Tennessee Department of Revenue website for instructions on how to register for these taxes with paper applications. Can filing as an SCorp lower my taxes? An LLC has pass-through taxation by default. Being taxed as a C corporation does mean you get double taxation, but, for certain LLCs, the pros sometimes outweigh the cons. One benefit is that C corporations have the widest range of tax deductions, which could be an advantage in some scenarios, especially for more profitable LLCs. For instance, employee insurance premiums can be written off as a business expense. SCorp, short for Subchapter S Corporation, is a tax status intended for small businesses. Having your LLC taxed as an SCorp has pass-through taxation like a standard LLC, but it has another potential advantage for some LLCs: it could reduce your self-employment taxes. But filing as an SCorp allows you to be an employee owner and split your income into your salary and your share of the company's profits. In this way, you pay employment taxes on your salary, but not self-employment taxes on your profits. One drawback is that the Internal Revenue Service scrutinizes SCorp more closely, meaning you're more likely to get audited. SCorp also have more restrictions for qualifying. Open a business bank account for your Tennessee LLC. Once you have an EIN, you'll be able to open a business bank account. Having separate accounts for your business and personal banking is crucial for sorting out your finances at tax time. It also helps ensure that you aren't commingling funds. We offer a discounted bank account for new businesses. It offers online banking, unlimited transactions, a debit card, and more. If you want to let others in the business use the account, then we offer a banking resolution template to make it easier. We can help, Zen Business. We offer many services beyond just helping you form your LLC. Our business experts can also give you long-term business support to help run and grow your company. Tennessee has many business opportunities, but if the paperwork of starting a business feels overwhelming, we can help. Let us take care of the Tennessee LLC formation process with our business formation service, compliance, and more. Are you ready to finally take the leap and launch the business you've been dreaming about? You're getting ready to form your own limited liability company or LLC. But wait, where do you start? Zen Business can easily guide you through the 5 legal steps of starting your LLC. Step 1. Select a great name for your LLC, one that no other business uses. Step 2. You must choose a registered agent to receive state correspondence and legal notices for you in person. Step 3. File your articles of organization. Once paperwork is approved and fees are collected, your LLC is official. Step 4. Create an operating agreement. This establishes the important rules for operating your company. And finally, Step 5. Apply for an employer identification number to open a bank account or hire employees. You may also need to review tax requirements. Feeling a little overwhelmed? Don't worry. Click the link in the description to let Zen Business quickly and easily form your LLC.